Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is a long-standing NRL star. He bursted onto the scene over a decade ago for the Roosters. He showed off his speed, strength and fancy footwork, winning a premiership with the club. He has won the Dally M Winger of the Year, the Fullback of the Year, and the Player of the Year award. He even won the Golden Boot award as Rugby League's International Player of the Year. While he swapped codes in 2022 to play rugby union, he returned this year in 2024 to play in the NRL for his beloved New Zealand Warriors. This is the story of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck was born on the 5th of June 1993 in Apia, Samoa. He went to Otahuhu College in Auckland and would play both rugby league and rugby union. He would even represent New Zealand in the schoolboys rugby union team. Then he would be picked up and signed a deal to the Sydney Roosters in 2011. In 2012, Roger started playing the Toyota Cup team. Then he would move up to play in the New South Wales Cup in the Roosters reserve grade team. Then, in around 21, he made his first grade debut for the Roosters, playing on the wing. He would end up playing 6 first grade games by the end of the season. Additionally, at the end of the year, he was named to represent the Junior Kiwis as they played the Junior Kangaroos. He also extended his contract with the Roosters for a further 3 seasons. In 2013, Roger started the season out on the wing in round 1. Then, in round 4, he would score his first NRL try. In fact, he ended up scoring a hat-trick in the game, as the Roosters beat the Eels 50-0. Roger and the Roosters would have a fantastic season, with Roger even filling in at fullback for the last few rounds of the regular year. The Roosters made it to the finals, beating Manly in the qualifying finals, the Knights in the prelims, then versing Manly again in the grand final, beating them 26-18, giving Roger his first premiership win. He played 25 games this season, scoring 9 tries, and earned himself the Dally M Winger of the Year. And at the end of the year, he represented New Zealand in the Rugby League World Cup and made his international debut versus Samoa. New Zealand would make it to the finals in the tournament, but lost in the finals to Australia, 2-34. In 2014, he continued his form as one of Rugby League's young star players, and returned to the wing for the season. And after the Roosters started the season off rough, winning only 2 out of their first 6 games, they turned it around and had a great rest of the season. Roger would even represent New Zealand in the Anzac Test match in the middle of the year. The Roosters would even play in the final series and made it to the preliminary finals, where they would lose to the Rabbitohs 22-32, ending their season. He played 26 games this year, scoring 7 tries. 2015 would see Roger make a move to the fullback position to replace the retired Anthony Minocillo, and this turned out to be an excellent decision, and earned himself the Dally M Fullback of the Year at the end of the season. In the middle of the year, he played for New Zealand again in the Anzac Test match, and it was also announced that he signed a 3-year deal with the New Zealand Warriors to start at the beginning of 2016. To finish his final season with the Roosters, they came first on the ladder. With high hopes of the finals, they would fall 1 game short of the grand final, losing to the Broncos 12-31, ending their season. He played 27 games this year, scoring 12 tries, and after the season, he played internationally for New Zealand for several matches. 2016 would come with Roger moving to the Warriors, and in round 5, he helped the Warriors beat his old club, the Roosters, in Golden Point, 32-30. However, in round 7, he would suffer an ACL injury that would leave him out injured for the rest of the season. He played 7 games this year, scoring 1 try. Moving to 2017, Roger would recover from his ACL injury and return to the field in round 1, playing in the Warriors' 26-22 win over the Knights. In the middle of the year, he would return to play for New Zealand internationally in the Anzac Test match. While Roger had a solid playing season, the Warriors did not and ended their year coming 13th on the ladder. He played 23 games this year from the fullback position, scoring 10 tries. And after the regular season, he played in the World Cup for New Zealand, scoring 3 tries in the tournament. 2018 would see a boost in form from the Warriors. They started off the season winning their first 5 games and had a steady rest of the year, making it to the finals, finishing the year at 8th on the ladder. But they would lose to the Panthers in the first week of the finals, 12-27, ending their season. Despite the Warriors season being over, Roger had a fantastic year and was named the Dally M Fullback of the Year and the Dally M Player of the Year, making him the first Warriors player to ever earn the Dally M Player of the Year award. He played 23 games this season, scoring 2 tries. Now for 2019, this year wouldn't be as good of a year for the Warriors. They would end up finishing 13th on the ladder. However, Roger still had a great season, playing internationally for New Zealand as they played against Tonga in the middle of the year, and also played for New Zealand at the end of the year in the Lions Tour of 2019. Roger would end up coming 5th in the Dalian Medal voting system. However, despite not winning the Player of the Year, he would later receive the Rugby League World Golden Boot Award as the Best International Player of the Year. He played 23 games this season, scoring 8 tries. Moving to 2020, the Warriors would have another rough season. With the COVID lockdowns in full effect, the New Zealand Warriors had to relocate to Australia to keep the competition going. The Warriors would end up finishing 10th on the ladder, and in round 19, as the Warriors lost to the Raiders, 14-26, Roger suffered a hamstring injury, ending his season. He played 18 games this year, scoring 5 tries and even kicking a goal. Then, at the beginning of 2021, it was announced that he would be swapping codes to play rugby union in an attempt to play for the All Blacks. He signed a 2-year deal with the Blues to start from the beginning of 2022. And as for the Warriors, he would start the season as normal in his fullback position and would make occasional appearances on the wing. This was done to help assist the new star fullback Reece Walsh groove into the game. With the COVID restrictions still in place and Roger suffering a head knock, he was allowed to leave the club early, and round 18 would be his last game for the club. He played 17 games, scoring 4 tries this year. 2022 would see Roger make his first grade rugby union debut, and was later picked to play for the All Blacks in the Test series against Ireland. Then, for 2023, it was confirmed that Roger would be returning to the New Zealand Warriors on a 3-year contract to start in 2024, and it was also announced that he would be playing in the centre position. Roger would finish the Super Rugby season, playing in 7 games in 2023, and missed out on being selected for the All Blacks team for the Rugby League World Cup. Now, for 2024, he had a good return season to the NRL, playing mostly in the centres, but occasionally playing on the wing and at fullback. But the Warriors would have a poor season, finishing 13th on the ladder. He played 18 games this season, scoring 5 tries, and at the end of the year, he would make an appearance for the Samoan team in the international matches, playing in both games at the fullback position. Roger is still contracted with the New Zealand Warriors for the next 2 seasons, so hopefully he can help bring the Warriors to another finals appearance. Thanks for watching.